I believe it was George Orwell who said that genuine progress requires the demolition of myths. And there are quite a few myths that need demolishing in Aboriginal affairs. So for example, you may have heard that Australia is a racist country and racism is rampant in this country and racism is the big culprit holding Aboriginal people back. Or you may have heard that the views and opinions of a non-Aboriginal person are less valid than the views and opinions of an Aboriginal person when discussing Aboriginal affairs. Or you may have heard that the solution to the difficult problems facing Aboriginal people is simply a treaty or constitutional recognition. Many of these myths have morphed into unquestionable facts and we've been afraid to challenge them and question them. But I think it's time that we do start to challenge them and question them, and these are the sorts of discussions we need to have. In addition to the myths, there's also some elephants in the room which we've been afraid to discuss for far too long. We've been gagged. Political correctness has meant that we cannot talk about these. So for example, while we're very keen to talk about the injustices committed by the original invader at the time of colonisation on the Aboriginal people, we are less keen to talk about the injustices of Aboriginal people committed on Aboriginal people today. I am of course referring to the shockingly high rates of violence in the Aboriginal community. And while we're very keen to talk about the high incarceration rates of Aboriginal people, we are less keen to talk about the high crime rates of Aboriginal people that lead them into jail. And while we're very keen to talk about closing the gap and what role the government must play, we are less keen to talk about what role the people themselves must play. We need to talk about these elephants and these myths because until we do, Aboriginal people will not be capable of being all that they can be. And for as long as that's the case, not only are Aboriginal people diminished, all Australians will be diminished. We are all in this together, we are all Australian, and Aboriginal affairs is everyone's business. My name is Anthony, and on this site you'll find some links to some video clips and articles that will provide the basis for some good discussion. I hope you drop by and have a look, and I hope to hear from you.